products and companies in the world today, transforming millions of lives, nutrition from the inside out, feeling better, more energy, more zest for life, sleeping better at night. There's a way to do it, and we're going to show you over the next 60 minutes exactly how you can do it. So we've got a lot to talk about. Right out of the gate, I need to ask for your help. This product, more than anything else that we present on HSN, thrives on what you say about it. Tell us about how you felt when you got your Nutribullet RX. Tell us about maybe how much weight you've lost. Tell us about how your skin looks. Tell us about how much more energy you've got. Give us a call on 1-866-376-8255. I know that if you have a Nutribullet RX, you will want to share that story so other people can feel exactly what you're feeling. Now, a couple of things to let you know. We have tonight an amazing opportunity, price break with the free shipping, with that 5 flex pay that brings the price to $35.99. If you have an HSN credit card on this Memorial Day weekend sale, you can do 6 flex, and that brings the price to under $30. We're going to take you through everything that you get, and please understand you get everything you could ever want. But first and most important of all, I want to introduce you to a gentleman that has inspired millions of people around the world. He spent a lifetime in the nutrition and longevity industry. He gives speeches around this great country and around the globe. 8 best-selling books with a new one on the way as well. Mr. David Wolfe, come on down, sir. How are you?
I'm doing the best ever. Good to see you, my friend. Always great.
David, I say all of those words with such passion because I have had the privilege to work with you and present this and own this and listen to what you folks have had to say, but this is a life-transforming product, period.
This is a product that you've heard about. It's a product you've probably, maybe your friends have had it. Maybe you've had some Nutribullet products like the 900 or the 600, and you've seen the power. But this is our lead product. This is the RX. This is the one. And this product at this price, don't let the price actually fool you. Because I've been doing this since 1980. High-speed blenders, real powerful blenders. What it's led me to is this machine right here.
Yes.
This could be an $800 machine.
Yes.
No problem. Absolutely no problem. Remember the cyclonic action, the specialty quality of Nutribullet is that motor, and that rotor does not vibrate. So your machine is going to stay absolutely put on your counter. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to walk away. And it's going to pulverize all those fruits and vegetables. It's going to get down to those stems and those seeds and the skins that we're usually peeling off.
Sure. This is going to be a whole new experience when you try it. And just to highlight what David said, this is the world's most powerful nutrition extractor, and it is the best in class. It is the most powerful, most advanced product that the Nutribullet company makes. This is the one that allows you to do your Nutriblast, your smoothies, but this also allows you to do those great sauces and even soups, David.
That's right. We're going to do soups tonight. Stay tuned in. We're going to get right into it.
Okay.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you jump on this side? Okay. What is Nutriblast? How do we make this? This is kind of the upgrade from smoothies. So what you're seeing there is the construction of a Nutriblast, and that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to show you how you make this at home. When you get your machine home, you're going to get that power base out. You're going to get the cup and the what we call the extractor blades. Those 3 pieces and parts, you're ready to rock and roll. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your favorite things in there. Now, on a Friday night, on Memorial Day weekend, you may have a few favorite things that you like. This can do anything a blender can do, just so you know that. And it can do a lot more because the power and the cyclonic action. See that little space right there? And you've got 1,700 watts of power here.
Mega power.
I don't know a stronger machine in the market. Don't think there is one.
Right.
This is it. Of any machine, boom, you pop it down on there and it's going to fly. Now we're going to build something. Let's put some goodies in there. Let's say you wanted to make a smoothie in the morning and you're going, okay, what's this Nutriblast thing all about? Here's what it's all about. We're actually getting, remember, with this system, you're going to increase the amount of fruits and vegetables that go in your diet. There's no way around it. It's just what's going to happen. And when we go from 2 to 5 fruits and vegetables a day, we know that that's going to cause some kind of improvement in the way we're feeling. But when we go to 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, the research, University of College London, 65,000 people studied. Over 10 years, they found out that the people who had 6, 7, 8, 9 fruits and vegetables a day were the healthiest in the population. This makes it easy and delicious. Let's build it. Let's just go crazy. Let's throw some spinach in here. Right? Now, we love spinach. We know spinach is good for us right from the time we were kids, but do we ever eat enough of it? And the answer is realistically no. Okay, we can throw whole strawberries in. We're not worried about stems or seeds or anything. Let's just throw it all in there. Well, if we can fit it all in there. Okay, there we go. Because we're using the small cup. We also got the large cup over here, right? You're going to get both. But we're going to start out with a small one. And let's put in a little flax seed. Okay. So we're going to get that. Normally, we don't think about flax seed when we're blasting. Why? Because most of the machines out there, they can't do it. They can't break it up. Right. This machine, easy. You'll see. Okay, then I'm going to fill up. There's a little bit of a max line, kind of a little spot on the front of this machine, on the front of this cup. It shows you how to fill it up too, right? It's just a little thing over here. It's like a little line. And we've got that. We matched up with some, actually put some coconut water in. I like coconut water a lot. You could use just regular water, whatever you like the best. I use a lot of cold tea.
I love coconut water. Oh, do you really?
I use a lot of cold tea. Okay, first things first is this machine, we just added a little extra little on switch on the bottom here because the power is so great. We just want to have an extra little switch. You can just turn it off at any time. But you can do what I'm going to do here, which is at any time, watch this, I could pull that off at any time. Yep. What was that? Got a little bit of a leak there. Then we pop it back on. Boom. And then it goes again.
And that's the smart technology right there. That's the new smart technology.
Now this is going to spin at exactly the right amount of RPM for exactly the right amount of time to blast all of those ingredients in there and deliver the perfect drink. Now what's going to happen in mid-cycle is it's going to calm down. It's going to go on. It's going to power down. And right at that moment, all of the ingredients that are spun up to the top will drop back onto the blades, and then it will kick on again.
1,700 watts of power. Oh, folks, just to really highlight the elephant in the room right now, you may be thinking, well, hang on a minute. For blenders that you've seen, that I've seen, that can do what this is going to do, in many cases we have spent $350, $450, $550, upwards to $800. The folks at Nutribullet really broke that mold. They turned the industry on its head when they brought out the RX because we are at $179 with free shipping and, of course, with that 5 flex pay as well. Now, remember, all the things that you're about to see, you'll get the inspiration from the recipe book that will come with it. That will be a great starting point for you. But, David, as you always say, there's not really any rules.
There's not really any rules. We found out in our research something really interesting. It's not that we don't want to be healthy. It's that we're afraid to make a mistake.
There we go.
That's really interesting research. We're afraid that it's not going to taste good. We're afraid that we're going to screw up. That was built into the beginning of this whole system and all Nutribullet products from the very beginning. We wanted to make it delicious no matter what you did.
Yes.
And easy to clean.
Yes.
Easiest to clean ever. All you got to do is you take those blades right there, you turn your sink on, you put it under there, and it's clean just literally in seconds. There's your cup. The cup we made it in is the cup we're drinking from. And I'm going to pass a little bit along to Adam here.
I need it tonight.
So, yeah, we need a little charge here at this hour of the night. And let's split this. So you have this one. Let me get there's a straw for you.
Look at that.
And I can just drink from this. Sometimes I put the ring on. I like the ring as well. All right, let's see what we got.
So good. Folks, that's the whole thing. You know, you're going to discover new tastes. When you throw things in, when you blend things together, when you mix things together, everything's going to be a new discovery. I wish you could taste this. And the funny thing is when you do drink it, even just psychologically, you feel better.
You feel better. And you feel you're going to get some momentum going. That's why, as part of the system, we get you doing a 6-week process, right? Just doing one of these a day. Just one of these for 6 weeks. What ends up happening is you start to get a momentum. You see how much spinach we put in there? You saw all the strawberries and the top of the strawberries, all that chlorophyll, all the goodies, every nutrient, every little seed in those strawberries broken up in here, and the flaxseed too. On top of that, not only just normal smoothies, which we call Nutriblast, you're going to be able to do soups as well. I think we should just quickly talk to Lee on the phones before we jump over there and do some soup, because I think Lee has something to say about the soup function.
Lee and Marilyn, welcome to the show. Say hi to David.
Hi, David. Hi. Thank you so much. I love the Nutribullet.
Fantastic. We're coming to Maryland. I'm going to be there in a few weeks, so I'm headed your way.
Oh, great. I had the Nutribullet 600, and when I saw this for the soup, I had to get it. I love it. I don't cook, and since that, I've started roasting butternut squash. I throw a ton of spinach in the bottom, throw the butternut squash in, and, you know, in 7 minutes, I have soup. it doesn't get any better than that.
That's amazing, and that's what we're going to show you. If you just heard what Lee said, if you're listening at home and you're wondering, what do you mean it made soup in 7 minutes? This machine will automatically deliver the soup to you, perfect heat, right, Lee? Is that what is the heat? Right.
It's the perfect heat.
There we go.
You don't burn yourself. You don't have to wait for it to cool. It's
ready
just
to eat.
The perfect heat.
Have you ever had the experience, Lee? I know you've probably had this happen, Adam, where you left the house and then 20 minutes down your road you said, "Uh-oh, I left the stove on, the soup on." Has that ever happened? Has that ever happened to you, Lee?
No, because I don't cook. But
there you go.
but I
it's
have
happened to me.
stuff on that you turn it on and you forget, and there's water still boiling.
Right.
Yeah. So it's you don't have that problem with this.
Thank you. Exactly. That is so fantastic. Now, Lee, I got to ask you, because everybody calls in, I love asking this question. What are some of the things that you're doing? What are some of the things you're eating that you didn't eat before? Like a vegetable that you know was good for you, but you just didn't really get it into your diet until you got the Nutribullet.
Kale.
Kale.
I love spinach, but I hadn't really done much with kale, and so now I've used kale a lot, and I'm getting more fruits and vegetables in.
Fantastic. Now, kale, #1 in chlorophyll, super high in carotenoids, all of those incredible yellows and oranges and red pigments that sit behind that chlorophyll. Super high in fiber, excellent source of protein. I mean, when you put it all together, kale stacks up. Also a good source of vitamin C and a great source of magnesium and calcium.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all
okay,
good.
So Lee, thank you so much for joining us.
I just want to say it
Okay.
makes it so easy to eat healthy, and you get to choose what you put in there, and you just throw extra vegetables in it. So between this and the dessert bullet, I'm good to go.
Oh, Lee, we love you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Lee.
you so
You're
much.
the best.
Have a good night.
You too. Have a great weekend.
Can we just rewind to what Lee just said? It makes it so easy to eat better. It makes it so easy to eat better. It's funny because when David talks, you know, he's preaching to all of us who are all the converted. We all know what David's saying is right. We all know that we should have more fruits. We should have more vegetables. We should feel better. We shouldn't be reaching for those, you know, those energy drinks every afternoon, or having the multiple cups of coffee to get that caffeine boost to keep me alert and awake when you're running around after a 2-year-old, or you've had a hard, stressful day at work. We all know that this drink is doing nothing but good. So what's this? This is the way to do it, to make it easy, to make it guaranteed every single time. I say this, and I do not say it lightly, the most important purchase I believe you will ever make from HSN is a product in the Nutribullet line. And folks, if you choose this tonight as part of our Memorial Day weekend sale, you're getting the best value on Nutribullet, best in class.
This is a stunning deal. It really is.
Yeah.
You get the superfoods in there. We throw that in. You're getting this system at that price. It's one of those things. It's like it's an $800 blender. That's the level that this is at.
Yeah.
And more powerful than anything on the market. 1,700 watts of power, 30,000 RPM. The cyclic action, it goes on. But before we get into that too much, let's go over and start a soup. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
let's
shall I come with you?
Yeah, come over with me. We're going to do this.
And folks, one of the things, just to David's point, we do dare you to compare. We are so darn confident of how this stacks up against the competition. For the, quite honestly, lowest price, you will be blown away. I see a lot of you already in the ordering process. I will just say, because it's a Memorial Weekend sale, you know, we've only allotted a certain amount of this reduced price with the 5 flex and the free shipping and all the bonuses and all the goodies. So if at any point you decide you want it, please dial in or order online. The nice thing about it is you get a 30-day trial, so you can try it. If you don't love it, send it back. But you won't send this back.
Now I'm going to get into something that's so amazing to me. It's built into the functionality of this machine. When you make a soup with this machine, it's automatically designed to extract nutrients. That's what this is. It's a nutrition extractor.
Right.
One of the most difficult but most powerful nutrients in our food is lycopene. It's the thing that makes your tomatoes red. It's one of the most powerful antioxidants in the world, right? Tomatoes are red. What makes them red? It's lycopene. This antioxidant, normally, if we just eat those tomatoes, is less than 5% bioavailable.
Wow.
Meaning that most of it we don't absorb. It goes right through us. if we blast it or blend it,
right,
if we add a little bit of something oily, like we're going to put in here a little bit of chia seed, it has those oils in it, those omega-3 fatty acids, right, and the protein, but the omega-3 fatty acids, and we heat, and we get the heat going, those three things, listen to this, folks, can 12-fold the uptake of lycopene. That's the research. That's the research, and that's exactly what we're going to do right here.
Phenomenal.
So it makes something so simple as a tomato actually really powerful, really powerful. Okay, now watch. I'm going to take the whole garlic with the skin on it. Boom, that's going in. Okay. Every bit of it. And I'll do a little bit. We got a little bit of some dried herbs here, a little bit of dried onion, a little bit of dried oregano, and then we're going to put in, let's see, we got the chia already. Let's put in a little cashews, just get a little bit of creaminess. I'll put in about 10 cashew nuts just to get that creaminess. Also another great source of protein, but cashews have that creaminess that, you know, is really one of the great textures of all. And then let's put in some almond milk. So we're going to fill this almond milk right up to the max line. Again, each one of these systems comes with a little line on it. It tells you when you're full, and that's about it right there. We're going to put the lid right on. This is the soup making lid, soup making function. Okay, now when I put this on, watch closely, folks. There's a little button on the front here, and I'm just going to hold that down for a couple seconds, and when that turns red, it's in soup making function. So it's on, and then you're going to hold that down, and now it's turned red. So now this is going to go for 6 minutes and 45 seconds, and when it's done, we will have the perfect soup ready to rock and roll.
This is the Nutribullet that can do soups. Again, when we say that this is in a league of its own, it really is. If you already have one of the original Nutribullets, maybe you want to upgrade tonight, that would be a wonderful thing to do. You want to head back over here?
Let's head back over, yeah.
Okay. So should we quickly just go over exactly what you get, because there's a ton of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. Just to get started, just so you know, all you need to get started is you get your power base out. You're going to get 1 cup that you like. Maybe you're going to go with a small one or maybe the big one. When I'm at home, I use the big one a lot because I'm making stuff for the whole family. And then you're going to pick an extractor blade. So let's see where our extractor blade is, right there. So you're going to take the extractor blade, and that's all you need to get started. Just 3 parts, the base, a cup, and the extractor blades. That's where you get going. But you're going to get more than that. You're going to get your prescription right here. This is your user's guide. It's going to not only show you how to use your machine, but it's also going to show you how to extract, how to get the maximum use out of your food as well. So this is going to take you into how to make those soups, what are the basics, and it's not just an instructional guide, it's also kind of it's a success strategy. How do you get going and make sure that your machine stays happy and healthy for years to come? This is all Tritan plastic, by the way. All the cups, this is the best made in America plastic we could find. On top of that, you're going to get Nature's Prescription for Optimum Health. Yeah. This book right here has got all the soup recipes in there. Yes. So if you want to know how to get going like that tomato soup, that tomato basil soup we're making right now, boom, it's in there, all in there. Plus, we just do this because you're probably like me. I don't read instructions enough ever. I'm starting to get better, but we give you the instant start guide. So this is going to show you in 3 easy steps what to do. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you built your blast. You're ready to rock and roll. On top of all that,
yes, there's more.
There's more.
There's more.
We've got the superfoods in there, and these are my top 4 superfoods. These are the ones you guys have been asking me about. How do I feel about goji berry? It's in there. How about raw chocolate, cacao? In there, all USDA certified organic. On top of that, we put maca in there, and then chia seed. You saw us use some chia seed over there in that tomato basil soup. So you're going to get that. That comes with your purchase tonight. Not only that, you get all the lids. If the top gets stuck, let's say, for example, you're blasting and, you know, maybe your husband tightened it down too tight. He took off for work. You're left at home. You're like, well, honey, you did it too tough. We give you this little wrench thing right here that allows you to get it off a little easier. Just in case that happens, every now and then in a blue moon, it occurs.
You get everything.
You get everything. And then not only that, you're going to be getting the soup making and blast making carafes, because this is more for making, like, you know, Nutriblast, which would be like a smoothie type of thing where you put your fruits and vegetables in. But when you want to heat it up, you use this one here because this allows that steam to come out the top, and it allows for a nice pour. So we're just going to pop this thing off. And you get that nice pour when it's ready. and then you're going to pour your soup or whatever other hot drink you're making, which we're going to make later, including hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
That's what we need at midnight. I love it. Folks, this will not be put away. You'll leave this on your counter. This will be on your counter the entire time. It will live out because you'll use it the entire time. I was reading some of the hundreds of reviews online, and it's fascinating to me because it just reinforces what we always do here. I feel better. I've lost weight. I feel more youthful. My skin seems to glow. People are commenting more. I'm more likely to bounce out of bed to face the challenges of the day. I want to ask David a question, and this is in all seriousness, David. There are folks of, all different generations watching us right now. There are some folks watching us who may go, well, hang on, do I have to be starting when I'm really young? Do I have to start when I'm a kid or I'm a teenager? Can I start at any stage in life and still reap the rewards?
Absolutely. We know that because we've got folks calling us who are in their 90s, in their 80s. I had a guy at the conference a couple weeks ago who was 88. Wow. And just got going. There was another gentleman there, an old friend of mine who I've known for about 15 years. He got started in his mid-70s, so you know where he is now. He's bumping up to 90, still showing up at the seminar, still happy as ever, and looks great. I'm looking at him like, this guy, you're looking good. I'm impressed. So it's never too late to start, right? It's never too late. You get going wherever you are, because we can always, no matter what age we are, we can always use more energy. We can always use a better, more smiles in the day. Because this is the reality of this. When you get these colors in, the oranges, the yellows and reds in particular, it kind of adds a brightness to your day. We know that these antioxidants like the lutein, the lycopene, the beta carotene that are in these vegetables, actually, it's feel-good stuff.
David, where did this start? Where along the way did it really begin that we started to not really consume these essential ingredients in our diet? Where did this come from that so many of us are missing these key ingredients?
It's such a great question. I think there's two parts to that question, to the answer to that question. One is that we don't live on farms anymore. We went from an agrarian civilization here in America where 80–90% of us lived on farms. All of a sudden now it's down to 2 or 3% of us. Wow. So from 80% to 2 or 3% in 100 years is a real big change. And so we don't have access to those same, the vegetables that we had. And so we got into eating food that was like, not as rich, not as mineralized, and actually kind of stuck to our ribs.
Right.
That's really what's going on. That's the reality. And so what we're doing here is we're giving us the right tool for the job. And what do I mean by that? It's like you can't eat your soup with a fork. You got to use a spoon. You got to have the right tool. And look at this tool right here. I just put this is a 45-ounce carafe right here, filled up not even to the max line with some coconut water and some regular water. I got apple in there, whole apple, whole pear. I put cucumber with the skin, folks. That skin is where your beauty minerals are. That's where the silica is. That's where you're going to get your key nutrients, right there in the skin. What do we do with the cucumber skin?
Well, normally, exactly.
We peel it.
Exactly.
We throw it away.
You're losing it all.
We're losing it all. So this is another thing about even the value of this price of this machine. Here's where it really comes back, is you are actually going to save a huge amount of money because you're going to be blasting and eating and consuming most of your vegetables and fruits. Watch this. We just pop it on. So you find that sweet spot, it pops in, and then it blasts. And so pretty much instantly you can see this is 30,000 RPMs, folks. That's 1,700 watts of power. It's driving what we call cyclic action. It looks like a miniature tornado going on in there. And notice this, it's not jumping around, it's not rocking around. It stays absolutely motionless right there, right on your counter. And it's also got a beautiful appearance. That's another thing about Nutribullet. So it's not something that people like to move or put underneath. They just leave it out. And then watch what's going to happen in basically it takes about 58 seconds.
That's all.
Because we did the research on how long to blast it, slow it down, bring it back up again. It does it automatically. So that's what we call that smart technology. And by the way, at any time, I can always just pull that off.
You're in control.
You're in control. And so then we can take this, remember, these are extractor blades that you're just going to put under. I don't even put these in the dishwasher. They're dishwasher safe, but I'll literally take that, turn the faucet on, wash that up, put that in the drying rack over there. That's done. And then over here, I've got my blast, and all I got to do there is just pass this along to Adam so he can have the best day ever, too.
Look at the consistency.
Look at the consistency and texture. Yeah, there we go. Remember, we had almonds in there, too. We had pear. And this is another thing. It was an experiment, but how'd it turn out?
So nice. But, you know, David said at the very start of the presentation that one of the problems is that folks get worried that what they do isn't going to be nice or won't taste right or won't be drinkable. This isn't just drinkable. This is moreish. This is nice. This is something you want to drink. And again, recipes in the book. There is a community out there that is so easy to find on Google or Bing with folks sharing their favorite recipes. It's about the tools. And when you have a tool like this, it starts changing your life for the better. I know I'm conscious of time because, you know, I kind of get lost in this presentation with David because there's so much to see and so much to do. We're already 25 minutes in. We're launching a new Today special in 35 minutes with Track Phone. If you want to try this, this is our Memorial weekend sale. So you really get the most amazing value. It's down to $179, the free shipping, the 5 flex pay. We are really preferred partners with the folks at Nutribullet. So they do things for us that you can't get in any store in the country. And one of the things that we do for everybody else is put it on flex pay. So for $35 or so, we'll send this right to your door and you can enjoy it. David, the reality is, you said about how food's changed and everything. It's very easy to eat badly, to eat poorly.
Yes, those choices have been put in front of us.
Right.
And this, what's going to happen is that there's only so much you can eat in a day. So you get one of these in a day, and it starts to crowd out everything else. And that's what we've learned. It's if the right thing is there for you, you'll have it. We found that out in our research as well. It's not that we want to be unhealthy. We don't want to be unhealthy. It's that we've got to get it in the direction of all good things. We've got to get in the way of it. We blast one of these up in the morning. If you want to bring it to work with you, instead of using that ring, you put this one on and you're off to work just like that. And you bring that with you, and then, you know, you can put this in the passenger seat of your car on the way to work, and you get to work, you just sip a little bit more, sip a little bit more. Now, not only, again, are we making blasts like this, but we are also able to make soups. And that's what we're going to show you right now. We just made that soup in 6 minutes and 45 seconds. You guys ready to have a look at this? Let's go do it.
Let's go over here. Folks, don't forget, if you have a Nutribullet RX, David and I would love to talk to you tonight. 1-866-376-8255. Tell us about what you're making, what you're enjoying, how you're feeling. If you've found incredible things, if you found that you've maybe been helped on that diet along the way, if you've had more energy, your testimonials are so powerful with this. And David, I say good products, good people, good brands deserve to do well. Nutribullet does. No question.
This is a life-changing product. It's something that changes the way you think about blending.
Yes.
And remember, this can do anything that a blender can do, and then so much more, and has so much more power, and it's so much simpler. All we've got here, look, we just put this on here. I hit one button for about 2 seconds.
Sure.
And it went to soup making function in 6 minutes and 45 seconds. It created this for us. Look at this.
See the steam?
Can you see the steam coming off there? Everybody see that? Let's get a close look. You see that?
Hot soup, everybody.
Hot soup. And we're going to find out, we're going to have to go back over there because we've got to find exactly the temperature and show you that it's right. Okay.
And in a minute, we're going to go to the phones as well, David, because we do have a great caller calling on in.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I've got to garnish this thing up, make it really the best ever. So I take my avocado. Remember, take your avocado just like that. You all know how to open avocado now at this point. So we get the seed out of there. And then on top of that, we're going to dice up a section. I just want to make this look really good for you, Adam, because I know you're going to love this soup. And now we're going to put, look at this.
David,
you ready for this? All right, look at this. There is our tomato basil soup.
Come on.
Look at that. Look, see the steam coming off?
I see it.
Right at that exact perfect temperature. And then I'm going to take this spoon, take all these little diced up little pieces here.
Yep.
Oh, there goes a big piece. There we go. Okay. Now, Adam,
thank you
I present you the Nutribullet RX Soup of the Day.
How easy was that? How easy was that for that lunchtime snack, for dinner time? Here we go.
How's that treating you?
Gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Every single ingredient you saw David put in, every single ingredient nutritious. It's all about nourishing the body inside out. This is gorgeous soup. This is that cost pennies. Pennies.
It was 4 tomatoes. I put in 10 cashews, 1 teaspoon of chia seed. We put in a little bit of almond milk.
Yep.
Maybe a pint of almond milk.
Yep.
That was it. And a little bit of herbs, a little bit of oregano.
Let's go to the phones. Elaine in Florida, welcome to the show. Welcome to HSN. You're live with David and Adam.
This is on.
Isn't it good?
This is good.
You did good, David. Elaine, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. I'm calling in about your Nutribullet.
Fantastic. Now, you have the 900. Is that right?
Yes, I bought it in February when you had the special. It's a little bit lower model.
Yep.
It doesn't do as much, but I use it. I use it once a day, and I make fruit in it. Anything leftover fruits. But I'll give you a little hint. You had talked about the coconut water, and I've started using that, and it really does add a great taste to the product.
I agree.
Plus, I also cut up some cucumbers and throw some of the slices in, and that really adds to the fruit. It adds a nice taste to it.
Fantastic.
So I don't know if you recommend that, but I like it.
We definitely recommend that for sure.
Well, I think you can throw in anything that you like.
Elaine, what would you say to anybody watching in terms of what it's done for you and how you feel? What have you noticed?
Well, we're not making any medical claims. I've been trying to lose some weight, and I use it once a day for a meal supplement. Right. And I use, sometimes I live in Florida here, and sometimes the bananas you buy, they go bad real quick. Anything that's going to, you don't want to throw fruit out, grapes that might be just a little bit, throw them in. Extra strawberries, that sort of thing. You can use your fruits up quicker. Sometimes you have little bits of stuff.
Elaine,
and you can throw it in, and it really is good.
If you had to guess, Elaine, on how much money you've saved from the fruit that you actually put in your Nutribullet instead of threw away, what would you guess over the last couple months, 3 months?
Well, I really couldn't tell you. I live alone, so I don't know. But I don't like to waste. You know, I'm retired. I'm on a fixed income. I don't like to wait. And you guys are young, and you don't want to waste your money either on throwing food away. So I think it does save money.
Elaine, we are so grateful that you took the time to call in. Thank you for sharing that story with us.
Thank you, Elaine. That was awesome.
Okay.
Have a great Memorial Day weekend.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Elaine. Folks, Elaine is one of, and I know we'll be hearing from several more folks along the course of the next 30 minutes. I just got told by our producer Steve, we are now 28 minutes away from our brand new Alcatel Track Phone Today's special, so definitely stick around for that. I'd love for you to order this before the clock hits midnight, obviously tonight. I think you will just reap the rewards of it. It's such a wonderful way to just, really get into your body, into your system, what you've wanted to do. David, so many of us on a daily basis complain that we feel tired. Is there a root cause of that, David, other than the obvious things?
There's so many different causes. Part of it is that we got a lot of empty calories. And if we do a lot of sugar, and we're going to go up, and then we're going to crash. Or a lot of stimulants, you do a lot of caffeine. You felt it before. You know what happens. You go up, and then an hour and a half later, you're coming back down again. And that roller coaster ride is really doing a number on our energy. Right. And that's kind of symptomatic of that's what's happening across all of America. What we're doing here is a different idea about energy, where you get a blast in, and the energy is not coming from the calories, it's not coming from sugar, it's not coming from the proteins, so to speak. Where's this energy coming from? It's coming from the raw materials of nature, right? The green leaves, the fresh fruits, the powerful nutrients of nuts, all fresh food in our diet. That's the magic here. Even if we make this soup, you saw us make the soup, we used all fresh ingredients, and in 6 minutes and 45 seconds, we've got a piping hot, perfectly delicious soup. How'd you feel about that soup over there? Was that right on?
And you will love it as well. And remember, that's one of the bonuses of this particular machine. Nutribullet makes 3 products. They make the Nutribullet 600, the Nutribullet 900, and then the Nutribullet RX. This machine lets you make all all of your Nutriblasts, your smoothies. But this machine allows you to do that. It allows you to do your sauces and your hot soups. So it takes it to a whole new level, We are getting a lot of questions, so I do want to reiterate, folks, there is a lot of confusion in the marketplace because a lot of companies produce and manufacture high-end blenders that are very, very expensive. You've seen them in the big box stores. You've seen them being demonstrated and presented. They could be $400, $500, $600, and even beyond that. This is the most powerful nutrition extractor in the world today. The price is only $179.
And that's based on the numbers. 1,700 watts of power, 30,000 RPM, a 45-ounce carafe. Where's that big carafe? Right, there. Right? And the cyclonic action where nothing can escape. Remember, most blenders are shaped like this. Throws things out, they fall back in. Throws things out, they fall back in. This is shaped this way where we're driving everything through into that cyclonic action. Let's do it. Let's create another blast, and we're gonna do a hot chocolate for you, okay? Nice. So I want you guys to see. We're gonna put in. These are frozen strawberries. They're just out of the freezer, and they're hard. Watch. You heard them go in.
Rock solid.
Go. Rock solid. I'll throw ice in there if you want to see that. Let's do it. I'm just gonna.
Ice?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw ice in there because I want everyone to see this. This machine is going to liquefy this ice. You're not going to get a margarita here. There's not going to be any ice chunks left. That's how powerful this is. So let's just throw some ice in there. Now, you might be throwing something else in there tonight, too. I don't know. But this machine can do it all. Then we'll take, you want to do 2 bananas? Sure. Okay, why not? We'll do 2 old bananas. So this would be something you'd make for the family or the kids or something. And then let's see if we can get some spinach in there. Okay. We're just going to push it in there. Do that. Now, don't put wood in here.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, I come home after a long tour away, and someone had put wood in my Nutribullet.
Oh my God.
I was not very happy about that.
I don't know about the nutrition qualities of wood.
Okay, so what did I put in there? I put a little bit of peanut butter in there. I've got that incredible spinach. Let's see if we can get more. Should we get more? Yeah, let's just get more in there. So I'm going to push that in there. I've got some almond milk. Let's put a little almond milk in there. Let's put, what do you think, a little coconut water?
Sure, why not?
Okay, let's put a little coconut water. Got a little bit over here.
David's making this up as it goes along, and you can do the same as well, folks. That's what's so exciting about it.
We give you the basics. Remember, that's what the books are for. We give you the basics, the basic rundown of what to put in there. Basically, what I'm going to put in there on a blast, I'm going to get some green leafy vegetables in there. I'm going to get some fruit in there, and I got to get some electrolyte-rich fluid, and coconut water fits that bill. Yep. So we got something that we can really run on. Watch what happens in literally seconds. You ready for the cyclonic action?
Here we go.
Here it goes. Boom. Now notice this thing is not jumping around. That's 30,000 RPMs. This is 1,700 watts of power here. So this is a powerhouse machine. This is smart technology. I'm cleaning up. Watch. I've already cleaned up the kitchen. By the time this is done, we've already got everything cleaned up. I've got your cup ready. Let's get your straw in there. Now that's mid-cycle, so it's going to slow down and make sure all those nutrients get dropped down.
Folks, this is where you talk about best in class. When you again see what this has done as a nutrition extractor, the consistency, the texture, the way this is when you drink it, it all marries together. A lot of us have blenders, which, I mean,
just
look
touch
at this.
that. Just touch it.
Ice cold. Ice cold. A lot of us have blenders where chunks come out of it, David.
That's chunks and pieces of cucumber and kale, and you're chewing through the smoothie. You will not be chewing through this. Look at this. Right here we go. Boom. There it is. Okay, now.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
I mean, this is going to be a good one.
Incredible. This is going to be the best ever, actually. Here we go.
I can taste the peanut butter instantly.
Instantly, yeah.
The banana I can taste.
Now the strawberries. Mm-hmm. Now, by the way, you saw what I was doing. I cleaned up the kitchen while this thing was being made. Yeah. That was 58 seconds. I'm already done with my cleanup once it's done. So, but the cup I made it in is the cup that I'm drinking out of.
David, I want to ask you a question. Because I've read different things along the way before I met you.
This is good.
how does it compare? If I take all these fruits and vegetables and I just grab them whole and start putting them in my mouth and start chewing them.
Great question.
Is it better for me to chew it like that rather than to liquefy it like this?
Great question. Okay, here's the answer to that question. I spent 20 years digging into the scientific research on this. The name of these drinks in scientific literature is called fruit and vegetable puree drinks. FVPD. If you look in that literature, you'll find out that if you blend the food, you do absorb more. That's what the final conclusion of all this.
You absorb more.
You absorb more. Now, into your blood. So that's a key distinguishing characteristic, that we're getting more nutrients into our blood. Now, here's what's interesting, is what is this doing? This is working with our digestion in the process of how it works. We're supposed to chew our food. We don't chew enough, right? This is chewing 30,000 times per minute. Then not only that, it's liquefying that food, which is the whole premise behind digestion. No matter what you eat, if you had a steak, it's got to be liquefied to be absorbed. If you had ice cream, it's got to be liquefied to be absorbed. No matter what you have, it's got to get to a liquid to be absorbed. Then it gets into your gut, and then your intestines activate, and you're going to get your hydrochloric acid from your stomach. All the enzymes are going to be secreted by your pancreas, and eventually you're going to get the nutrients through the villi of your intestines to the portal vein that takes those nutrients over to your liver, and your liver says, okay, we're letting this coming in, that's going in, that's going in. That's digestion. But that first step is chewing completely and liquefying, because we don't chew enough. And this has been worked out how many times we chew. It's about 5 to 8 chews. Now, it's supposed to be minimum 25.
Oh, my, 5 to 8?
Dr. Fletcher, back in the day, back 100 years ago, he recommended, about 80 years ago, he recommended doing 25 to 75 or even 100 chews per mouthful. We're never going to do that. That's ridiculous. So here we're working with that principle. It's doing it for us. Again, the right tool for the job.
I know you appreciate just as much as I do how amazing it is to have David here, to learn, to understand, to investigate, you know, the habits that we have and the things that we do, and compare it to what we could be doing. This man has spent a lifetime in this work and this research, and in his 8 best-selling books and in his speeches around the world. Folks, this is not only a product, and we can say it till we're blue in the face about transforming lives and feeling better and nourishing from the inside out. It is the most important product you will probably ever buy from HSN. At any price. I mean, this is irrelevant. It could be $400, $500, $600. It's worth every single penny, because you can't put a price on health. On HSN, what we do is take away every single barrier and say, okay, so best price, free shipping, 5 flex pay, 6 if you use the HSN card, 30-day money-back guarantee. Let's see if you use it. Let's see if you like it. Let's see what you say when you've experimented with it. I will say this to you. So many things in this day and age are hype or gimmick or the newest, latest, greatest thing that lasts a week and a half. Nutribullet has far surpassed that. From the celebrities to movie stars and music superstars and TV shows and morning shows and newspapers and magazines, on Twitter, on Facebook, on all forms of social media, you will find on any given day people talking, tweeting, messaging, sharing their story about Nutribullet. This is one of the most beloved products we've ever had on HSN. And the reason why this and all the other Nutribullet products are our customer picks is because they do what we hope they would do. They deliver. And people do call in and they say, I do feel better. I have got more energy. I can chase the grandchildren around. I'm bouncing out of bed. I'm sleeping better. You know, if you are wanting to lose weight, folks, if you can incorporate a Nutriblast every day, surely only good can come from that. You know, not only does this satiate you in terms of filling you up, it keeps you fuller for longer because of all the wonderful, real ingredients that you're using.
And fiber. I mean, fiber doesn't come in a can. Fiber's right here. Fiber's what holds that vegetable up, right? What is it that gives that structure to that vegetable? That's fiber. We're getting it all right there in each blast. And they're fun to make. This is something the kids come down in the morning, and that's what they want to do. Yes. They want to create blasts. They want to take vegetables. They want to take fruits. And it starts out more with the fruits in the beginning. But I'm telling you, as time goes on, and you'll hear it from everybody calling in, people start buying kale. They start getting spinach. and they start using it, because we know that these things are good for us, but do we eat them? And we've also found out in the research that we exaggerate about 20%. Never. So when you like ask somebody, how many vegetables do you eat today? They'll say, oh, I've had 3, when they really only had 2.
Right.
And so this is really getting those fruits and vegetables in for real. Let me put the extractor blades on. Here's how the system works, folks. When you get your system at home, all you need to do, if you're like me, and you're one of those guys who just like, how do I get this thing going? I want to get it going right now. Get the power base out, get a cup out. I just do a quick rinse, and then I'll throw my favorite things in there. I've thrown in grapes in here. I got hemp seed. I got blueberries, raspberries, ice, chard, broccoli, almond milk, coconut water, everything. We threw the whole thing in there. Then we take the extractor blades. Again, 1, 2, 3, just those 3 parts. I pop it on like that after I plug in, and look at that thing go. Now that thing is going to blast all of those nutrients with 30,000 RPM, folks, that you can't beat that. 1,700 watts of power. So the torque that's going on here is unsurpassed. It's unmatched. And it's smart technology. So it's going to spin for exactly the right amount of a time to produce the perfect Nutriblast. This has been, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Adam, but we've been working on this from the beginning. And it had been behind the scenes for a long time, and everybody was always asking me, what else do you guys got going on? And I did hold my lips shut, not say anything to anybody. We wanted a system that was so powerful it could do all of your home needs and do soup, because this is going to be able to do soup as well. And we're going to go back there. We're going to do more soup here in a minute. And then at any time, I can just pull this off, and that's it. Done. There it is. And then watch this. All you got to do, this is for the guys. You want to know how easy it is to clean? Take this, turn the sink on, wash it off. That's it. And then it goes on the drying rack. Just that simple. Super important to get that part, because with juicers, I love juice. I love the process even of making juice. But cleaning that thing up, it's a nightmare. Cleaning this up, seconds. Built in that way from the beginning. Okay, you ready to try this one out?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Let's do it. Okay, look at this Nutriblast we've got here for Adam. All kinds of berries, all kinds of goodies.
4th Nutriblast, everybody.
Fourth one of the night here. Okay, how you feeling?
This is very fresh.
Wow.
Really fresh.
Garden fresh.
It is garden fresh. That's exactly what it is. Folks, I'm conscious of the time now. We're going to put a 10-minute clock on the screen any minute. You know, this is our Memorial Day weekend, the big sale that we've got going on. It's a $219 value. We dropped it down to our lowest of $179, the free shipping, the 5 flex pay. The only problem with that is, you know, we always stock Nutribullet Rx because we sell them every single day in the hundreds. If you can order it tonight, you get it at the best price with all the bonuses, with more flex pay. So definitely make your way to the phones or go online at hsn.com. We are rapidly approaching an astonishing 1,000 sold in just these first 35 minutes or so, so we're excited. I do want to go to the phones as well right now and say a good evening to Rachel in Texas. Rachel, you're live with David and Adam. How are you, Rachel?
Fine. How are you, David and Adam? How are you guys?
We're having a great beginning to our weekend. Super excited that you're a 900 user. Tell us about your Nutribullet experience.
God. I'm not just a 900 user now. I have the 600 series, and I have the 900 series, and I have the dessert bullet. And I'm going to tell you what, I love my Nutribullets. I'm going to tell you, the drinks are so tasty, and they're so healthy. Now, I'm going to tell you something. My doctor had advised me to change my diet and exercise. Right. And I started with the Nutribullet, and my kids and my grandkids noticed the energy level. I was running around my backyard like a crazy person. I can run behind my grandkids now, okay? And they taste so good. And I never knew kale until I started using my Nutribullet. Now I love kale. Also, I love flaxseed. I love the Nutribullets. Now, my son fell in love with the Nutribullets because he started using it so much. I had to buy the 900 series. So I have my own Nutribullet, and he don't have to use it all the time. But he loves it. I love it. My whole family love it. The kids love the drinks. Now, you know when children love drinks that comes from any type of menu, you know you're doing something good. The kids are getting the vegetables in, but we don't let them know to get the vegetables in. They just stay to get a nice little healthy drink like a smoothie. So it's a great way to get those vegetables in the grandkids. I love the Nutribullets. And I'm looking at that price. You have the new one, that $179 with the flex play. Oh, my God, that's a deal. Those people should grab it. They should grab it. But not only for that, I'm going to end you them because I would love to have that one right there you have with the soup. Mine do not make the soup.
Right.
I cannot put no hard frozen fruit in my 900 series or 600, but this one here, it does everything. I envy you guys right now. I envy you. And it looks so yum, delicious. Look at it. It's making me so jealous.
Rachel, you got some kind of energy over there. That is amazing. Wow, that
Rachel,
was awesome.
we love you.
That's the energy you get from Nutribullet.
There it is.
You have it and sustain it all day. You feel so energized. You're not sluggish. You have all this stamina. I love it, and I didn't have all this until I got my Nutribullet. I'm going to be honest with you. It gave me strength. It gave me energy. It motivated me to get up. I mean, because I want to do what I'm going to do now. I got all this energy left. What I'm going to do with it? So I just love it. Anyone who out there, get it. You're going to love it. You want to be healthy, get it because it does give you that extra energy you need, and you're getting the right nutrients in your body with the vegetables and the fruits.
Rachel, there's nothing I could add to that. That was incredible. That was amazing. And to all of you listening right now, this is the power of getting those fruits and vegetables in. You got to have the right tool for the job. Super difficult to chew your way through 7 or 8 or 9 servings of vegetables a day. That's the truth. It's just hard to do.
You can watch HSN all day and all night and all week and all month. And folks, hearing a testimonial like that are far and few between. Rachel clearly adores this product. She adores what it's done for her and her family, and it can do the same for you. Right now, we're going to be sending out one of these to nearly 1,000 people who will feel the exact same way that Rachel's going to do as well. Let's go to Diana in Arizona. Diana, welcome to HSN. You're live with David and Adam. Diana, what do you think to Nutribullet?
Oh, I think it's amazing. I love it. I had the original one, and it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, and I just kind of skipped over the other two, and when this came out, I was like, OMG, I've got to have it. So I ordered it. I know. So I had to order it, and I love it. I love it. I have great energy from it. It's the energy you get is like, after a long, cold winter, and you're all stuck in the house, and that beautiful first day of spring, you go out, and you feel like $1 million.
Yes.
That's how I feel a lot of times when I drink after I drink my Nutribullets.
What a great way to describe that. We just went through that at my house, right? We went through that day when you take all the plants outside. Right. That day, it's like, it's a good day. And what a relief to be back out in nature under the sun and have all these incredible nutrients moving through your body.
Yeah, and it's an amazing product. The RX is just, I've only made one soup. Okay. And it was delicious because we didn't have a real cold winter here in Arizona this last winter. So I didn't really do a lot of soup type stuff, but I did do one and it was really good. But I kind of plan on maybe trying to make it, do a little bit more, trying the soup part of it. But the Nutriblast part of it, I like it's much smoother. It performs, the performance is outstanding. And I just put it in there and it just does its thing. And it's just amazing. It's a great product.
Diana, thank you. Thank you so much. If you want to hang on, check out what we're going to do next, because we're going to make a soup right now, and I want to just show you and everybody else watching how quick we can do this literally in just a few minutes here. We've got all our vegetables in there. We've got our carrots and tomatoes. And by the way, Diana, if you drop off, thank you so much for calling. Thank you. That was incredible.
So powerful.
Send a lot of love out there to Arizona. What a great state. Okay, so we've got all of these incredible vegetables in there now. I've got my tomatoes. We've got our carrots. I did throw that whole actual garlic in there with the skin on it, so that's in there. It's kind of buried in there. You can see it right there.
Yep.
And then we've got our spinach on top.
Yep.
Threw some of that oregano, dried oregano, a little bit of a soup boost there, which is onions and garlic. And then this is like yesterday's soup right there. So if you have yesterday's soup, you can use that as a base for today's, right? So I'm going to put that in there. Let's get this thing fired up. Let's see, we're almost to the max line. Remember, there's a little max line on the front. I think that's all of our goodies and ingredients. Let's put a little olive oil in. So we got a little olive oil here.
Guys, just one quick thing. We are now 5 minutes till the end of the day, and a brand new Today Special's about to start. So please make sure you grab yours. I can't wait for you to try it. I'm so thrilled that all these phone calls came through as I thought they would. I know there's more of you lined up, and I'm going to take as many as we possibly can. Just to clarify, because, David, Nutribullet make the 600, the 900, and they are in every single store. Every store wants to sell it. Folks, this is the best you can buy. There is a big difference with the RX.
Absolutely. This is it, and the latest right here, right now, just arrived. Check it out. I'm going to pop it on here. Notice how it works with the soup function. Yes, it'll start, but then I'm going to hold this button down for 2 seconds. Once it goes red, then I let go, and boom, we're ready to rock and roll. Now that's going to go. We're going to head back over here. We're going to let you guys... We're going to let that run, and then we're going to make let's make one more blast over here, and then see if we can go back there and get that soup.
Do you want to take the phone call now?
Oh, we got a call. All right.
Folks, Danny in Florida wants to talk to us. Danny, welcome to the show. You're live with David and Adam. How are you tonight?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. I bought the Nutribullet RX back in January. I had the 600, and that was great. But, you know, when I got the RX, oh, my goodness. I love it, and it's just so easy to clean. I mean, I usually have vegetables around the house, but, I mean, when you run out, now I feel bad. Like right now I'm watching you mix up everything. I ran out of kale, and I ran out of blueberries today, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, I want to go make a drink right now. I mean, this is really unbelievable, and even when I do it, I have a couple of dogs that they hear it running. They want to come in and get some banana or something from me. You know, I mean, it's great. I love it. It's one of the best products as far as the Nutribullet. And you
Danny,
can put...
That was great, by the way you said blueberries and kale, because I was over on the other side of this state, our state, Florida here, and just the other day, somebody said, you know, I'm eating so many blueberries and kale because of you. They cornered me with that one. What a great problem to have, too many blueberries and too much kale.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you know, I don't ship the blueberries just, you know, too much, just pick them up and eat them. But they're Nutribullet, oh my goodness, you can cover up a little bit of the taste, but just all the things that you can put into it is unbelievable. And like you were saying earlier, you know, you don't have fruits that are going to go bad because you just throw them in there, you drink it up, and it's something that's good for you. It's not a waste.
Well said, Danny. Well said.
Danny,
yeah,
Danny, what have you felt it's done for you? What difference have you noticed since you started using the Nutribullet?
I guess basically, I mean, you know it's working for you. You feel it in your system. I mean, I don't drink sodas anymore. I used to drink sodas years ago, but I don't drink sodas anymore.
Right.
So here in Florida, it's hot.
Right.
I'd rather have a Nutribullet and cool myself down with something that's going to be good for me than something that's going to eat my stomach away, you know? And it's just whatever I make is good. I've never fixed anything that I didn't like.
Dude, that was interesting what he just said right there. He never made anything he didn't like. That's what's so amazing about this machine is we basically thought, hey, let's try to make it foolproof. Sure. Let's see if we can make it so that there's no way you could really make anything taste bad. I just was following Danny's lead right there. I got spinach in there. We didn't have enough kale, so I put the spinach in instead. There's the blueberries. There's the banana. And then I also threw in those superfoods, which is going to come with your machine. That's a $20 value right there. Organic, my top 4. I get asked literally on the street almost every day what superfoods that I like, that I'm into, that I recommend. There they are right there, all 4 of them: chia, goji, cacao, and maca. Again, watch how the system works. When you get this thing started, you're going to plug it in, you're going to drop it down, and it's just going to go. And right there, it's going to drive a 1,700-watt motor at 30,000 RPM, folks, and it creates a miniature tornado in there, or what we call cyclonic action. And it's a fun thing to watch, but it's amazing to see what happens 58 seconds into this when it's done. Now, while this is happening, I'm cleaning up. Remember, all of those key nutrients are found in those stems, those skins, in the seeds of your fruits and vegetables. So we put it all in there. We no longer are peeling stuff away. Let's get it all in there. Let's get all those bright colors, all those incredible fresh foods, and that blade spinning at 30,000 RPM is going to make all of those things delicious because it mixes them all together, brings those flavors together. Okay, we ready? Okay, now we should go check that soup real quick before we're done.
We don't have time, my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Everybody else, though, can enjoy the soup, our studio guys and girls. David, sir, I want to thank you, of course, as always, for being here.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Such a blast. Thank you for all of your calls and testimonials.